Sherry Phillips and her husband Les Faust partnered with Evelyn Tennyson to take over the Liberty Theater as new owners in downtown Pagosa Springs in early 2021. Their plan is to keep it as a theater and community space.
We didn't want to see the theater go away, and there was a lot of rumors around that from the realtors that had shown the building that people were interested, but they were going to change the use to a retail store. And so we wanted to keep the theater, and when Evelyn called us to see if we were interested in partnering with her, then that was our deciding factor, because we didn't want to do it by ourselves. And she was interested in it, and we were interested in it. And then Phil Swearingen, the manager that's been here since 2017, he was interested in staying on as the manager. So that was kind of what sealed the deal.
The Historic Theater is the fourth oldest theater in the state of Colorado, and it has had the same name since it was first opened in 1919. Phillips said that they won't be doing much to the interior of the theater except for expanding the lobby area, but they do need to replace the marquee sign in the front of the building before it becomes unsafe.
We're waiting on to hear from our contractor on the sign. That's probably going to have to be the first thing that we do. It's not safe, and well, it's sort of kind of safe, but it won't stay safe. So it needs to come down and then go back up. It's going to be basically the same sign, but the rules are to get a demolition permit, and then that has to go to the state, and then it comes back to the town, and then once that comes down, then the sign has to be fixed. So we've got a lot of different people coming in and giving us estimates on what things are going to cost, and that'll help determine exactly what we can do. I know we've been hearing from a lot of people about the seats. Are you going to get new seats? I'm not sure how old these seats are, but it's not as easy as we thought. We thought we could get some new seats. The floor is an issue because it's so old. The very least we're going to do is reupholster.
The new owners plan to expand the use of the theater beyond just movies to include live music, ballet performances, magicians, and a greater variety of films than in the recent past.
And we're hoping that we can have some film-type festivals, or like maybe a Monty Python weekend, or John Wayne or Robert Redford type of themed type of things. And then some progressive movies, maybe some foreign films, indie movies, more independent movies.
They are planning to apply for a wine and beer license, but most of the food concessions will stay the same for now, except they will be bringing back a community favorite.
We want to bring the pickles back. I guess the pickles were a big thing. Right now, they've been serving pickles in plastic. They've got their own individual plastic bag. Well, they used to have them in a big bin. So if we can get the sink, we can go back to the old style pickles, which I see seems to be a big deal with everybody.
The new owners were really hoping to reopen the theater by Memorial Day, but because the sign replacement may take longer than expected, it is looking more like July 4th will be the opening day. Keep an eye out for the big announcement by visiting their website or Facebook page. Thank you for watching this edition of Pagosa Local News.